Uh, Good evening. This is Mr. Gee with another video to go over some of the things we've been learning in algebra. Goes along with linear equations, their graphs, and solutions. So first of all, what we've got here is we're going to test each one of these ordered pair in this linear equation. We're going to put the x and y into the left and right hand sides, and then we're going to evaluate each side and see if we come up with a true statement. If it comes up with a true statement, then we know that the ordered pair is a solution. So we'll write true under each one of these. So why don't we go ahead and get started here. So we got an x of 3 and we have a y of a negative 5. So everywhere where I see an x, I'm going to put 3 in there. And everywhere where I see a y, I'll put a negative 5. So that'll be 1 times 3 minus 3 times a negative 5 equals 21 minus 1 times x, and x is, again is 3. So let's evaluate the left-hand side. So 1 times 3 is 3. A negative 3 times a negative 5 is a positive 15. So 3 plus 5 is 18. Now let's do the other side. I've got 21. A negative 1 times 3 is a negative 3. And 21 minus 3 is definitely 18. So that right there is a solution. So I'm going to write, or is a true statement. So I will write true, or T, underneath that first ordered pair. Now let's go ahead and test the next one. We'll go ahead use 1. Our x this time is 9. So 1 times 9 minus 3 times a negative 2. Because the negative 2 is our y. And then I have equals 21 minus 1 times x, and x again is 9. So let's go ahead and simplify each side. Left-hand side first, so 1 times 9 is 9. And negative 3 times a negative 2 is a positive 6. So 9 plus 6 is 15. Now I have 21 minus 9. 21 minus 9 is 12. Well, that doesn't work, does it? So that's a false statement. 15 does not equal 12, so we know that's not a solution, so we're going to put false for that one. Now our last one, we'll use a negative 3 for the x, 9 for the y. Put into our equation, so 1 times a negative 3 minus 3 times y is a negative 9. It will equal 21 minus 1 times x, and that again is a negative 3. So 1 times a negative 3 is a negative 3. And then I have a negative 3 times a negative 9 is a positive 27. Well, a negative 3 plus 27 is 24. So there's the right hand side all done. Now let's check the left hand side's all done. Let's check the right. I've got 21. And negative 1 times a negative 3 is a positive 3. And then 21 plus 3 is 24. So that one checks out. So that one is true. So the first ordered pair is a solution because I end up with a true statement. The second ordered pair ends up with a false statement. So that's not a solution. And the last one ends up being 24 equals 24. That is a solution. So there's our results for problem number 1. Now problem number 2 on the review is the same as number 1, so you can use this part of the video to help you understand how to do problem number 2. Okay, on these next set of problems, we're going to use the given information to find an equation that fits the line. We're first going to draw the line using these 2 points on A and C, and then with that information from these 2 points, we're going to draw us a line and find the slope and the y-intercept, and then we're going to write an equation for the line. And then one thing that we have to find is we have to decide how many integer solutions can be found for each equation. So that's where we've got to count back and count every point that appears on the graph. So let's graph 9 and negative 1. Do this in red. So 9, negative 1. Go over 9 and then down 1. So there's that ordered pair there. Next we go 3 and 1. So on the x-axis I go over 3 and up 1. And now from there I can count down 1, 2, over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that slope will be a negative 2 over 6, or it'll be, I'm going to simplify it to a negative 1 over 3. So now with that, I can count up 1 and then back 3. So up 1, 1, 2, 3. And here I should be able to find all the points, all the solutions on the line. Up 1, 1, 2, 3. Up 1, 1, 2, 3. Now there's the y-intercept right there. Then up 1, 1, 2, 3. Up 1, 1, 2, 3. And then up 1, 1, 2, 3. So it looks like on this line I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 solutions. And then when I write my equation for the line, I have the slope of a negative 1 over 3x. And then if I look here, the y-intercept has to be a positive 2. And we're going to label that line E when we get done drawing. So take your straight edge and line it up there really good. And let's go ahead and draw our line and then label it. All right. So there is line A. And the equation is y equals a negative 1 over 3x plus 2. So C is done the same way that A is, so you can use the video from A right here to help you go ahead and do C on the worksheet. Now on part B, we're given a point, and we know that this point is on the line, and then we're given the slope. So once we graph this point, we can count the slope forwards and backwards to find all the other points that are on the line. So let's go ahead and use black on this one. So I started at a negative 1 and 5, so a negative 1 up 5, and here I count down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, and we'll just keep doing this all the way down the graph. And then now I've got to go up 2, back 1, up 2, back 1, and it gives me the other points that go up the other way. So now as I look at all these, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 solutions. Okay, and then now the equation is y equals a negative 2 over 1x, and my y-intercept looks like it's a positive 3. And now I'll go ahead and graph my line. So there we go there. There we go down there. So there's the graph for the line, or the graph for the equation. So there we go. And that is B. Now for the last one, we're going to come down here and we're going to do E. Now, this is a little bit different. We're going to graph all these ordered pair, and out of these 4 ordered pair, there's one that's not going to be on the line. So you got to be really careful when you graph to make sure that you do it correctly. So we're going to graph the ordered pair first, and then when we get done graphing it and graphing the line, we're going to cross out the ordered pair that is not a solution to the equation. So let's look at 2 and a negative 10. So 2, negative 10 is way down here. Then I got a negative 1 on the x and a negative 4 on the y, so that point's right there. Then I have a negative 2 and a negative 4. And then the last one is a negative 3 and 0, which would be right there. So I'm going to take my straight edge, and at this point you really don't want to draw a line on your paper, but you do want to kind of use your straight edge to give you an idea. See, now if I take that line, those 2 points, I miss the other 2 points that are up above. But if I take this point here, you can see that these 3 are collinear. So this must be the slope here, and that point of a negative 2 and 4 is the one that does not work. So I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1, 2. So if I go up 6, back 2, that slope is a negative 3 over 1. That equals m. Now I'll keep counting my slope, and I'm going to get all the points on here. And then once I do that, then I can write the equation for the line. So we'll start down here. We're going to count up 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3. No, that can't be right for the slope. Let's go back and take a look at this. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So that should be 6 over a negative 3. So I almost missed that. So now that slope is, the correct slope is, and I almost did it wrong, is a negative 2 over 1. So now we're going to count up 2, back 1 to give it that negative slope, up 2, back 1. Now I'm hitting them all. Do you see that? Up 2, back 1. I'm getting all the points. 2, back 1, up 2, back 1. So let's keep counting them till we get them all. Okay, there we go. So it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 solutions. I know my slope is a negative 2 over 1. And looking here, the y-intercept has to be a negative 6. So now I'm ready to graph my line once I get all that information. So there we go. So that is line E. Now E and F are done the same way. So to do F, you'll plot all the points on the line, use your straight edge, or plot all your points on the graph, use your straight edge, find the one that doesn't fit. Then once you find the one that doesn't fit, use the other points to find the slope and to find the y-intercept. So that's a short review for the 4.8 quiz that's coming up. And if you have any questions, please get a hold of me at class and I'll be glad to help you. And thanks. Have a good afternoon.